So I've been in the online game for years now. I've built a 6-figure brand from scratch, transformed my body, and helped over 1,000 guys do the same. I've gone from working 30+ hours shifts on a construction site to running my business from a laptop in Bali. Right now I'm in the Mediterranean. But where was I when I was 20 years old? I was working brutal shifts, day in, day out, addicted to cheap dopamine. I remember lying in bed every night, scrolling my phone, watching other guys kind of live the life that I really wanted. And if you're truly honest with yourself, that's you right now. You're always chasing the answer, yet somehow you're still stuck in the same fucking spot. But today, it's your lucky day, brother. Because if I could go back to 20 years old again, I would follow this exact blueprint that would take me from broke, lost, and invisible to 10K months and beyond, a body that I'm proud of, and the confidence to walk into any room and own it. I'll give you the exact road to follow, step by step, and by the end of this video, I've got something for you that can truly change your life forever. So make sure you stick to the end. With that being said, let's jump right into it. Section 1, what not to do. If you're doing any of these things right now, you're programming yourself to stay broke forever. Ask yourself right now, what kept me broke and stuck when I was 20 years old was being obsessed with pleasing other people. I surrounded myself with people that were not on the same life goal as mine, that were not on the same path as me. They pulled me down, they gave me beliefs, they gave me opinions and perspectives that didn't open my eyes to what was truly achievable. I only managed to escape that with luck in the beginning, right? Because I didn't have someone like this to listen to. Because eventually I ended up isolating myself for a very long time. But some of you may never have that period of your life where you get isolated for a very long time. So you need to understand right now, surround yourself with the right people. The next thing is I didn't understand the real cost of partying, gaming, and chasing girls when I was trying to build something. Only when I understood the real cost, the real price, the real sacrifice that I was taking from myself by engaging in those degenerate activities is when I stopped them forever. When I was broke, my typical weekend behavior after the game day with the boys, get on the beers, in the showers, then we head out to some house and we party. The first thing I had to sacrifice if I wanted to start making money was those friends. Until then, until those real sacrifices, those real social sacrifices, I wasn't able to get any tangible ROI from my actions. Another habit that kept me stuck in my situation was just simply wasting time. You don't have any fucking time. I turned 18 years old and like that I'm 24. So understand the urgency that you have in your life. You need to have that urgency. If you don't, you are going to waste time. Instead, if you have to isolate, wake up early, hit the gym, educate yourself on some information that you need, trial and error. Instead of spending 6 hours a day fucking scrolling, just start something. You will learn the most through experience. Nobody's gonna come grab your hand and pull you out of your situation. You have to do that yourself. There's a big difference between having fun and sabotaging your future. Make sure you understand that very carefully. Section 2, rebuilding your programming. Here's the brutal truth. The system has programmed you to be a worker, not a winner. If society needs cogs, man, school, society, maybe even your family, they've all trained you to think small, work for someone else, settle for mediocrity. Biggest addiction on this planet is not nicotine, it's not caffeine, it's salary. We are taught that from our young age that that's what we need. We settle for it and we're always chasing a higher salary. But there's a fucking limit to that. If you actually want to change your life, scrap that salary idea, become an entrepreneur, think at scale. Set your ceiling higher than a salary, my friend. One of the best advices I ever got was chase your ideal day. What's your ideal day? My ideal day, wake up, go work out, swim at the beach, maybe film some content, whatever, work on my business. That's my ideal day. But every day, let's say I had a 9 to 5. Every day I wasn't able to do that ideal day, but I was gaining my salary. That's not bringing me any closer to my ideal day. My 9 to 5 is not saving me. I would literally be better off saving up a little bit of capital, quitting my job, living off my fucking capital that I've saved up for 3 to 6 months and working on something tangible that can bring me closer to my ideal day. Most guys, they actually think that 10K months are impossible. But what you need to realize is that's actually the bare fucking minimum. If I hit a 10K month, I would fucking panic right now. I would panic. Maybe 5 years ago, I wrote down in my journal that by the time I graduate from university, I'll be hitting 10K months. I've gone way past that 10K month. But if I went back to hit 10K month, I would literally panic. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. That's what you need to understand. You need to set your ceiling so high. 10K months aren't actually all that. You need more. And if honestly I had to say, how long would it take you to rewire your brain from broke thinking to wealth thinking? It takes 3 months. It took me 3 months. I remember maybe my 3rd semester in Kansas when I decided I was gonna make bank out of cutting hair in the dorm room. Takes about 7 days to start getting into the flow. Takes about 30 days to form a habit. 3 months, 90 days to change your mentality. I was never ever the same animal after that 3 months. My first 3 months at community college when I took barbering seriously, I was never the same ever again. Following up on this, let's think about what are the daily practices that would help someone maintain, this abundance mindset. Good habits are so hard to build, but bad habits creep in like that. So once you gain this abundance mindset, your next key objective is to stay in that momentous flow of life that you're in. Don't let people with bad energy come. Don't let people with low frequency come. Don't surround yourself with the wrong people. Once you get a little bit of cash, it's real easy to think that you're sweet and you're dandy and you can go do whatever the fuck you want. You can go to the bars and hang out. That's how you fall really quickly. So once you get to that point, stay there. Section 3, fueling the energy systems. Your body is your foundation. If you're eating like shit, sleeping like shit, feeling like shit, brother, you'll never have the energy to build anything. High testosterone equals high performance. Low testosterone, you're gonna stay fucking broke. That's the truth. How did I change my body to enable me to do a 50-hour fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday? How did I change my body? I don't eat cheap processed shit. I eat fucking chicken and rice. I eat beef and potato. I eat fucking grilled fish, salads. I make sure I'm dialed in on my iron, my vitamin C, my vitamin D, my calcium. I drink 3-5 liters of water a day. I make sure I sleep as much as I possibly can. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Yes, let's be honest. Sometimes I sleep fucking 4 hours. Sometimes I sleep 3. Sometimes I pull an all-nighter. But for the most part, for 90% of my life right now, I make sure I get at least 8 hours of sleep. Super important for hormone modulation. Testosterone is literally a hormone that's gonna fuel your drive to compete. Okay? It is the most primal feeling to compete. High performance men, they all have high testosterone. They are all extremely competitive. Stay away from alcohol. Don't touch the processed shit. Eat clean, where you can, organic, whole foods. Trust me, health is wealth. I know it sounds like one of the cliche, but it's 100% true. It's a cumulative effect. Your health and your personality are so linked. More linked than anybody can actually realize. So if you are a broke 20-year-old, first thing you need to prioritize is your gym membership, brother, and the fucking food that you consume. The next thing you need to do is get absolutely dialed in on your shape. You need to look the part. You need to look $1 million before you are $1 million. Yeah? When Ronaldo was 17, he went to Manchester United, he already looked $1 million. Hair slicked back, fucking socks over his knees. It's a fucking thing. It works. If you want my exact nutrition protocol, I'll give it to you right now. It's very simple. I eat 120 grams of protein at least a day. I eat carbohydrates in and around my training session, and I make sure I get at least 60 grams of fat. Even when I'm on cut, at least 60. I never dip below 60 grams of fat to make sure that my hormones are stable. And if we talk about a budget, right? How much money should I allocate for good food? Trust me, where there's a will, there's a way. Section 4, changing how you think about money. If you think money is evil, you'll never make any. If you think rich people are all corrupt, your mind will literally block you from becoming anything that you want to be. This toxic relationship with money is keeping you broke. Here's how we need to fix it right now. Most young guys have a toxic relationship with money. It's because the only people they see with money around themselves are maybe, their peers or guys at school that are flaunting what they have, and it's not a good look. Most people, when they get a little bit of money, their ego goes through the roof. Another great advice that I had was actually from a girl I was dating at the time, right? When I first started to kind of climb up on the social media, she was already on social media. The biggest thing she told me was, whatever happens, no matter how big you get, stay humble. I'll tell you a little story. The first time I made real money. The first time I did a high ticket sale, I literally punched a hole in the wall. I couldn't believe it. It made me feel like, okay, there is something else to this life that I can really achieve if I set my mind to it. From that point, very early on, I'd said to myself I was going to keep a healthy relationship because I knew how good it made me feel. I didn't want to corrupt that. So to maintain a healthy relationship with money, I actually donate money. You make sure you donate a little bit of your earnings away. Make sure you give that away to a good cause that you actually believe in. Or make an effort to help those around you. Try help your friends. See if you can help them, elevate their situation. Yeah, there's this effect, of leave the people that are holding me back. I'm going to change my environment. But on last week's call in the game plan in my community, one of the fellas in there, he asked a very valuable question. What do I do when I'm starting to scale past my friends and they're holding me back with their bad habits? A lot of people said, drop the day once, but One of my other coaches, Coach Alfie within there, he pulled that guy and he said, yeah, but who's going to pull them out? Who's going to help them get out? Your job, let me remind you, is not to save everyone, but your job is to lead by example. So to keep a healthy relationship with money and success, make sure you help people around you. Make sure you make it a mission to do better in this world. Section 5, who to spend time with. Your network is your net worth. If you're hanging around broke people with broke habits, you'll stay broke. This isn't harsh, it's reality. Okay, we need to get you around people who are already winning fast. Only when I isolated myself was I able to scale past. Only when I started hanging out with people that were in that bracket was I able to scale. The difference between my old circle and the people I surround myself with now is not that I forget my old circle, but I just intentionally do not spend time with them. The first successful person that took me under his wing, we went for a coffee in Los Angeles and he asked me a very valuable question. Yes, you're doing well with barbering. Keep in mind, at this point, I've got over 200,000 followers, okay? And my barbering business is booming. I'm making cash as a student. He tells me, yeah, you're making money as a barbering student, but have you ever thought about trying to make money in a way that didn't require your actual physical presence? And that changed everything for me. That's not a question that my old circle was asking me. My old circle was looking up to me like I was doing something crazy, like, oh my God, look at his business, right? So just by being asked a simple question from someone more successful than myself, made me do a whole 360 on my social media. That's why I'm telling you right now, who you spend time with is gonna make a massive difference on the questions you ask yourself and the decisions you make going forward. Section 6, build your personal brand. How do you actually go from 0 to 10K months? In today's world, your personal brand is your greatest asset. Attention equals leverage and leverage equals money. This is how you build it. The world today is not run by bankers and politicians, it's run by personal brands. Personal branding is the ultimate leverage for young men in today's economy. Think about any marketing opportunity, any business venture, always going to be some element of personal branding involved. Why do you think Prime is so massive? Obviously because of Logan Paul and KSI, massive personal brands. Building my personal brand changed my life in a way that I could never have expected. It's something that I worked for, but I never realized the true potential of it all. And you may be asking yourself, well, I haven't got any results. How can I be a personal brand? Well, there's two types of things. You're either a person that's done the thing or you're the person that's doing the thing. If you're doing the thing, document your journey. That's what I did. Document your journey. It's easy as that. You need to be able to make winning content that attracts your ideal customer profile. If I had to think about my early day content when I was documenting my journey, it always involved anything around me. I was never focused on what I was doing, it was on me. Yes, I was a barber, but I wasn't filming the hair, I was filming me. And I do the same thing now. Even though I've made it and maybe I've done the thing, the same principle applies. Make it about you. That's what a personal brand is. So there you have it, fellas. That's the exact blueprint that I kind of wish I had, someone gave to me when I was 20 and broke. But most guys won't do shit with this information. They'll get excited for 48 hours and probably go back to fucking strolling and hanging out with the donkeys that they hang out with right now. Okay, don't be most guys. If you're serious about building a personal brand that actually makes money, you want to start a content journey, build a personal brand. I break down everything on my other channel, ZIZN. Okay, I'll leave the link down below and I'll pin it to this video. That's my channel for you. If you want to be focused on building a strong personal brand, I'll teach you everything I know on that channel. Okay, that's where I teach the real content game, how to build authority, how to create content that converts, and I'll turn your personal brand into a money-making machine. Go check it out if you want the step-by-step blueprint for content creation and personal branding. That's where the magic happens. That's where I changed my life. And if you're ready for the full transformation, mind, body, and business, well then there's another link down below to a video where I tell you exactly how to transform yourself physically. So if you're at the start of your journey and you want to become that physical weapon, link to that video is down below. And if you want to start your content journey, link to my channels down below. Pick your path. Whatever you do, stop watching, just start fucking doing. Thanks for watching. Stay hard, stay handsome. I'll see you in the next one.